Hey guys, back again with another video update. So, the purpose of today's video basically is, in all honesty, I think I've nearly done with the IKEA Alex unit sorting, and I wanted to show you what I've decided to do so far, how I've done it, what I've done. As some of you know who've watched previous videos, that 3D printer has been wearing away now for a couple of months, solid. Printing parts, printing boxes, not parts, sorry, printing boxes. And yeah, I want to show you what I've decided to do, how that's going to look in the city. There's also a big tidy up video coming, because I'll be honest, my Lego stations and areas and stuff, they're kind of a mess at the moment. They really need a good going over, they need a good tidying up. So that's what I'm going to do. For any of you that don't know, I live in the UK and we are currently in the midst of a stupid stinking heat wave, which for most people is fine, but unfortunately UK homes are not built for the heat. They're not built for this temperature, which is why we only get 1 or 2 weeks like it a year. We don't have aircon, so any extra noise you might hear in the background is probably the multiple fans that I have got floating around the house at the moment, just trying to keep us at a reasonable temperature, because 30 degrees in the UK is a lot different to 30 degrees abroad. The humidity here is crazy, which is why I have to dry all the filament, but that's a different story, and that would be a 3D printing video, and we're not here for that, we're here for Lego. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, in a minute, I am going to tidy up this horrible and as you can see at the moment, it is kind of just a hodgepodge of bits, stuff that I've picked up. You know, you've got some pick-a-brick boxes, those aren't even for me, they're for a friend. You've got some minifigs, you've got some sets that I haven't got round to building, you've got this series minifigs that I haven't got round to putting away. You've got some boxes that I need to tidy up, some parts that I need to sort out, some parts that I'm in the midst of sorting, and so on and so forth. And my wife is currently building London Tower Bridge. I need to do something with the old train shed Bricklink Designer that's still sat there in the corner, and that is the next pile of Lego to sort. So yeah, it is going to be a kind of, let's get the studio sorted, get it straight, get it tidied. Also, the city needs some love, it needs some tidying up. And then I think the next video on the city might be ballasting some train track. I'm not sure yet. I've got some stuff to build as well. I've got some castle themed stuff that I need to do at some point. So let's see where we get on. But this one, I want to take you through what I've done with these IKEA Alex units and show you. But first of all, I need to have a tidy up. So if by the power of videography magic, this area will soon become, and boom. Alright, okay, so not gonna lie, it's taken me a few more days to make the next part of this video, and I'll show you why in a moment, because of the changes we've made to upstairs. So just before I take us upstairs and go through what I've done up there, these are the units down here that I still have to work on. They are not full by any means. I still have space in them. The top 2 drawers on that one are pretty good, and the top drawer on this one is spot on. And of course I've got my Acromills, or the Audi version, but I think they were actually Lidl's version, called Parkside. These were like £8.99 each. I've got 3 that I use at the moment that are partially empty. Again, they're going to get filled and changed over, and then I've got 3 that I brought at the start of the year. These tend to come in Aldi in about January, Aldi Lidl in about January, when they do their home DIY stuff. I brought 3 then, knowing that I'd want them for about this point of the year. Worth noting then that, you know, January is when they tend to have them in that glorious middle aisle with all those random things. Okay, this is the drawer that I'm happy with on this one. This is basically my tree limbs, my my tree parts, all sorts of things. That one is well, it's full. I can't really complain. This next one's still got some gaps, got some bits to do. I've got some overflow on the tree parts at the back there, and this is what I'm working through at the moment. Okay, and it carries on going down. There's bits and bobs. This did have all my plate and sloping, and it doesn't anymore. And the reason is all my plate and my slope has got into the upside of my city, and I'll show you where I put it at the moment. But first of all, I just wanted to cover these. These are acrylic like shelves, and this is a converted bookcase. These I got from B&M a while ago. I don't think they sell them anymore. It's a bit of a shame because I wanted a few more, but they hold mainly parts that I've picked up off the pick-a-brick wall. As you can see there, a lot of my bulk leaves, my bulk tile that don't make their individual, my masonry, they would take up a drawer on their own, so they live here. This week's most recent find on a pick-a-brick wall was the sand green 1x1s. Yeah, those are cool. Added to my other sand green. Guess what I'm going to be making soon after I've done the town hall. Like in the comments, let me know if you can figure it out. Here's some sort of pre-sorted storage. I haven't finished with this yet. Here I've got some rock pieces that I've been hoarding, building up a bit of a collection of burps and lumps and whatever they're called, and they'll just continue that there at the back. I don't know if you can see it clearly. We're going to go under anyway, so we'll get a good look at it. Underneath my city, you do find my train track. It's a work in progress. It's by no means finished. That is going to be my train station. Again, work in progress, by no means finished. And here underneath you find those two Alex units that you saw earlier in the video. And I just want to show you how I've sorted them and what I've done with them. So I'll get under myself, give me a second. And let's show you what we've done. I think you'll like this. Now here is my black plate slopes and so on and so forth. The only downside to Alex units is they tend to sag when they're this full. And my God, are mine full. And then there's my white, again, brick, 1x1s, tiles and plates. By no means finished, but a good way to go. Starting to get somewhere now. Useful if I'm looking for white parts, black parts, and then we go on further. We've got tan and dark tan. That's quite cool. And then, yep, good old grey. Then if we go down one further as well, we've got the dark grey. And like some of these, obviously I haven't got many of, and you know, I'm starting to think, you know, but I have still got quite a pile of Lego to sort, and there's more downstairs. And then you've got some blue and some sand green there, and then we move on to the less common colours. But there's all your purples, your pinks, and your in-betweens. There's a lot of shades of purple. I don't know if you've ever noticed. Red and green there. A bit of nougat. And some yellow, some dark blue at the back there. my brown and my dark red here, and then my brown at the end there, and then yellow, orange and lime green. And then in the bottom here we've got all the things that I didn't feel were worth having a separate container for, but they are colour sorted, and the big plates which aren't colour sorted because they're too big. And then over here I've got some of the other shades of blue. Again, blue, another colour with a lot of shades. So as you can see, that is the new format for my parts storage. The acromills might possibly go on that wall when they're done. The other one will go over there in that corner that's downstairs. The train will get developed soon. Going to start working again on that soon actually, because I think I've nearly got the parts for it. Same goes for Town Hall. A couple of bags down there, that's nearly the parts for it. And yeah, it could do with a bit of a tidy up. There's bits and bobs lying around like that snack shack and that little theme park build, and yeah, it could do with a bit of a tidy up. There's bits and bobs here and there. But it, all in all, it's coming along quite nicely and it's in quite a good place, which is a nice change, to be honest, because it's a full-on job. It could do with a bit of a dust though. He'll get one soon. And yeah, that's where we're at with our parts storage and how we're storing. Obviously all those IKEA Alex drawers are on a Gridfinity tray, and then individual bins have been 3D printed to hold the parts. So it took me about 3 months to get those done. And now I'm going to continue with the 2 I've got downstairs, continue sorting parts, giving them places to go. And then fill this back up as well, and fill those up with anything I come across that I've already got a bin for. And yeah, I'm really happy. And you know, it might just be me, but you know, I generally am really happy with how my part storage is coming along. It's so much easier to find something now. My wife was building the London Tower Bridge the other day. Well, she's still building it, and she was missing a part, and she was like, "Oh, have you got one of these?" And I was like, "It's in that IKEA Alex unit, it's in the 3rd drawer, have a look for it, it's got a pot of its own." And hey presto, she went and she pulled out the colour she needed, and she was like, "Oh wow, that's so much better. Can you remember when we used to have to dig through boxes to find those parts?" And I went, "Yes, I can remember. And that's why I've done this." And you called me crazy at the time, but there was a method behind the madness. It's took me a long time to get here. It's not for everyone. I get that. Some people will say, "Oh, I haven't got the space. Oh, I haven't got the time." Oh. I'll be honest, that's up to you. It depends if you want to make the time or the space for it. This room's tiny. Yeah, it's absolutely tiny, and I've made it into a Lego room. That is a personal choice me and my wife made. She pretty much has most of the downstairs in terms of her Legos on display. But yeah, this is where we're at. I'm hoping I'm going to bring you a Train City update later on in the next few days. That should be the next video you see from me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Please comment what you think about part storage, what storage system you're using. If you're just a colour sorter or if you're a part sorter by type. Let us know in the comments. We do reply, we do read them, and we'd like to hear from you. All right, take care. Ta-da.